I mean, I'm not a particular Hitchcock fan. I mean, obviously, I am a Hitchcock fan like everybody else, and not least every filmmaker, but not specially. I mean, he's not the director that, on the whole, inspires me. But this film is, Rear Window is entirely different and entirely special. I think its confined nature is what liberates it. Because there's no chance of it moving off in any number of directions, it makes us focus on these lives. And it makes us see people in a really thorough and three-dimensional way, although what we're seeing is very simple.
Yeah, I sure feel sorry for you, Gunnison. Must be rough on you.
Of course it's voyeuristic, but all film is. I mean, the conspiracy in all film, every film, is that, you know, we're a fly on the wall and we're watching what's going on and we're not supposed to be there. The only difference between all other films and this one is that this one actually is about having a look in the way that we normally do in films anyhow. And all of us look out of windows at other people's lives.
You know, much as I hate to give Thomas J. Doyle too much credit, he might have gotten a hold of something when he said that was pretty private stuff going on out there.
I mean, some people may look through other people's underwear or read their letters, but that's taking it a little further.
Are you over 40? When you wake up in the morning, do you feel tired and run down?
You do get an incredible sense of the whole world going on. The one that gets me every time in that soft nerve is this woman that Stewart and Kelly dub Miss Lonely Hearts. Is a wonderful, understated performance by an actress called Judith Evelyn, who plays this solitary, sad, slightly fading, but still quite attractive, I suppose you'd say, spinster in this apartment. And the first time we really see her, she's having a dinner party for two, but she's imagining the other person. And it's ever so sad, and, you know, and she goes right through the whole thing, and she, you know, they share drinks, and finally she just sort of crumples on the table. And the next time you see her, and this is Hitchcock at his most contrived, but he still gets away with it. But the only thing you can see from this apartment, other than all these other apartments, is down a very narrow alleyway. Across the road is a restaurant, and she goes into that restaurant and sits at the table, whilst all these other things are going on, including the possibility that this guy has murdered his wife. And later she brings a guy back who starts to move towards seducing her in a rather rapistical way. She throws him out, and then finally you see her starting to commit suicide, and then because of things that happen, that doesn't happen. But it's just the most moving strand that goes through this really complex collection of stories. But the extraordinary thing about the first time you see her, Miss Lonely Hearts, when she's having this dinner party for two with this imaginary other guest, it's completely understated, and it's totally believable. So it's not so much mysterious or enigmatic or any of those things. It's really moving and sad. And I can't offhand remember a moment in a Hitchcock film, any other Hitchcock film, where that's what happens.